You won't believe what's number 1. Stay till the end. I got on a plane with a camera. Suitcases at the gate. 0 expectations. Need to find the perfect mix. Sand, culture, wild, ridiculous moments. Rapid countdown. 10 to 1. Fast cuts, upbeat beat. I'm going to show you the spots that actually made me stop, stare, and plan a return flight before I even left the island. Quick tour, 8 minutes for the full top 10. This is not a hotel brochure. It's a travel diary. A little chaotic, a little honest. Packed with things you'll want to write down. Grace Bay's turquoise waters are ridiculous. Seriously, they look photoshopped in real life. I climbed out of the taxi and felt like someone had turned the color dial up to 11. The sand is so powdery it squeaks under your feet. The snorkeling is next level. Coral gardens, lazy rays, fish that don't care if you're watching. If you want relaxation that still feels cinematic, this is your spot. There are quiet corners for a nap, short walks where you'll think you're the first person to ever discover the shore. Resorts are luxurious, but there are also boutique guest houses that give you local flavor without the velvet ropes. Bring reef-safe sunscreen, a good mask, and 0 expectations for nightlife. This place is about daytime perfection. Rent a scooter, find a beachfront cafe, and stay until the light turns gold. I filmed drone circles over Grace Bay until the battery begged for mercy. Every angle looked priceless. Snorkeling at sunrise felt like breathing underwater in a painting. Calm, clear, and impossibly blue. This is where you come to reset, read a book, and let the ocean remind you how slow a day can be. Eagle Beach on Aruba is the archetype of Caribbean postcard, cool wide shorelines, soft sand. Those iconic fofoti trees bent by the trade winds. Wind sports live here. Kites, windsurfers carve lines across glassy water while you sip something cold and watch. The beach vibe is relaxed, but energetic people here do things outside. Aruba's coastline is deceptively diverse. Dramatic rock formations, little coves that feel private. The island is dry and sun-soaked, so bring a hat and respect the sun. Food leans Caribbean meets Dutch influences. Try the seafood and local snacks on the boardwalk. I spent an afternoon jogging the beachfront and then rented a kite for half an hour just to feel that rush. The fofoti trees make for absurdly good silhouette shots at sunset. You'll want to stop your car and film them from every angle. Aruba is one of those islands that gives you classic Caribbean imagery, but with added wind and wide spaces. Old San Juan is a color explosion. Cobblestone streets, balconies overflowing with plants, buildings painted in candy colors that somehow don't look fake. Walk, don't drive, get lost in alleys, stop for coffee, and let history sneak into your day. The street vibes pair perfectly with the hearty, friendly Puerto Rican culture, music, food, and long conversations. Then you swing to El Yunque rainforest, and it's like a different planet. Emerald hills, waterfall hikes, and humidity that makes you feel alive. The contrast between colonial streets and jungle trails is what makes Puerto Rico special culture and nature, both loud and accessible. Wear good shoes, bring a rain jacket, and plan for incredible views after a sweaty climb. I filmed a rooftop sunrise in Old San Juan and an afternoon under a waterfall in El Yunque in the same day. That's the kind of variety this island packs. Street food is a must. Find a local spot and order whatever they recommend. Puerto Rico is equal parts history, hustle, and wild outdoor beauty. Chapter 4. If you like the idea of island hopping by sailboat, the British Virgin Islands feel made for you. Calm seas, short hops, anchorages that whisper privacy. We chartered a small catamaran, and the whole vibe changed. Mornings were coffee, afternoons were snorkeling, nights were stars without city light. Sailing here feels accessible, even if you're not a pro. The baths on Virgin Gorda are mandatory. Granite boulders, tide pools, caverns you crawl through. Wander between rock formations, find hidden beaches, feel like a pirate or a castaway. Bring water shoes, bring a sense of curiosity. Some spots are worth a little scramble. Secluded coves become your personal bays for the day. Drop anchor, jump in, don't overplan. Locals are friendly, they have the best tips for secret beaches or the freshest catch. The British Virgin Islands are for people who want to sail slow, snorkel hard, and sleep to the sound of waves. Chapter 5. Punta Cana is the poster child for big resort energy. Long stretches of beach, endless water sports, and a service industry that knows how to make a visitor feel catered to. It's not subtle, but that's the appeal. Everything is built for relaxation and high-energy fun. If you like structured options and convenience, this is the island for big plans. But the DR is bigger than resorts. There are adventures inland, local towns with real flavor, and beaches that reward a little exploration. Rent a car, hit a nearby fishing village, or take a catamaran trip for a day that mixes beach time with authentic bites. The food is hearty and flavorful. Try local specialties off the beaten path. I spent a morning on a resort beach and an afternoon exploring a jungle trail. Both were satisfying in opposite ways. Water sports options are extensive. Scuba kite parasail. Pick a thrill level and go. The Dominican Republic is a generous, varied place that can be as laid back or as busy as you want. Chapter 6. The Exumas feel like someone took the Caribbean aesthetic and turned it into a surreal reality. Impossible turquoise tiny cays, beaches that make you whisper. There are salty little islands everywhere, each one different. You can boat between them like you own the map. This is where playful, ridiculous experiences hide. Swimming with pigs is the obvious viral moment. It's as fun and absurd as you think pink pigs waddling in shallow water while you try to keep your GoPro dry beyond the pigs. Blue holes to dive into sandbars that appear at low tide like stage props. The Exumas are an adventure playground for people who like the unexpected. I remember pulling up to a private sandbar and thinking, this is nonsense, in the best way. Snorkeling here is clear enough to see your own shadow on the seafloor. It's that pristine. If you want surreal, Instagram-ready moments mixed with genuine wonder, the Exumas deliver in spades. Chapter 7. Negril's 7-Mile Beach is iconic for a reason. Long, soft sand, clear skies, and a casual energy that, oozes cool. Cliff diving at Rick's Cafe is a rite of passage. Watch the pros, then decide if you're brave enough. The island's heartbeat is reggae and slow vibes. It's loud, friendly, and unpretentious. Food here is bold jerk, fresh fish, and roadside spots that punch way above their price point. Music is everywhere, from beachfront bars to tucked-away cafes. Expect locals to be warm and full of recommendations. Follow them and you'll find the best spots for sunset and secret local eats. I filmed a sunset set at Rick's and then grabbed street food that changed how I think about grilled fish forever. Jamaica feels cinematic but lived in. The beaches are beautiful, sure, but it's the people and the music that make it unforgettable. If you want flavor with your sand, this is the stop. Barbados blends nature and nightlife in a surprisingly balanced way. During the day, spelunk, Harrison's Cave, explore gardens. At night, sipping rum, dancing in Bridgetown. The island feels polished, but full of friendly friction. Traditional, modern, it's approachable and effortlessly photogenic. Harrison's Cave is a must-see. Stalactites, illuminated caverns, cool, rewarding cave air. East Coast, wild and surfy. West Coast, calm and swimmable. Pick your mood. Food is a highlight. Bajan street food. Bright, spicy, impossible to forget. I filmed a cave tram tour, a beachside cocktail, dancing into the night in Bridgetown. You can do all three without missing anything. Nightlife, lively but not chaotic. Social, curated. Locals who love to share. It's the kind of island that balances curiosity with comfort. St. Lucia's skyline is dominated by the pitons, Two volcanic spires that make every photo look dramatic without trying. Hikes here give you incredible payoff. Rainforest climbs, lookout points, vistas that look like a movie set. The volcanic beaches have a different texture and color. They're raw in a way that feels immediate. There are hot springs, sulfur springs viewpoints that remind you the island was built by fire. Resorts tuck into the landscape for epic views, but getting out on a trail gives you perspective that no balcony can match. For active travelers who want scenery and a little sweat, St. Lucia is a dream. I hiked early to catch morning light on the pitons, and then rewarded myself with a snorkeling session in water that shifted colors every 5 minutes. The contrast of volcanic rock and tropical growth is endlessly compelling. St. Lucia is for people who want bold backdrops and a little adventure with their downtime. Tobago is quieter than many Caribbean stops, and that's exactly the point. Lush rainforests, chilled local charms, snorkeling at Buku Reef that feels intimate. Here, you trade big resorts for guest houses, friendly locals, and slow mornings. It's an island that rewards curiosity and patience. Buku Reef is a highlight, shallow, vibrant coral gardens and an easy boat ride from shore. The town vibe is relaxed markets, small cafes, and fishermen who know everyone's name. If you want to unplug and listen to island life instead of background music, Tobago is the place to do it. I spent an evening walking a quiet beach while locals prepared the day's catch. It felt like a secret. The rainforest hikes are lush, humid, and full of birdsong. Bring good shoes and a camera. Tobago is not flashy. It's quietly brilliant in the way that stays with you. I'll tell you where to snorkel. I'll tell you where to eat. I'll tell you where to jump. I'll tell you where to disappear for a day and pretend you live there. Expect tips, quick logistics, and the kind of shots that make you book a ticket at 2 a.m. We're cutting fast. Handheld. Drone. Me talking directly to you, while sunburns are forming. I'll be blunt about crowds, seasonal vibes, the tiny local things that make each place sing. Stick with me. Honeymoon, a solo escape, a weekend reset. These 10 islands give you everything the West Indies promised in postcards, and then some. We've run the rapid countdown, 10 to 1 fast cuts, upbeat beat, and now you've got 10 very different reasons to book a flight. You won't believe what's number 1, but you'll know it when you see it. Quick rewind highlights. Each island told a different story on my trip. Some were loud, some were tranquil, and all of them were honest. If you take one thing away, let it be this. Pack light, bring curiosity, and be open to detours. Travel in the West Indies is as much about the people you meet as the beaches you photograph. Which spot was your favorite? Comment below, hit like and subscribe for more travel lists. More Caribbean guides coming soon. I'm Kuntal. I shot this with a tiny crew and too much optimism. I'll be back with more island nonsense and solid tips. If you enjoyed the drone shots, the cliff dives, or the sleepy coves, tell me which moment you want broken down. I'll make a follow-up. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to plan something that makes you nervous. That's where the best stories live. Quick tour, 8 minutes for the full top 10. This is not a hotel brochure. It's a travel diary. We're cutting fast, handheld, drone. Me talking directly to you. While sunburns are forming, I'll be blunt about crowds, seasonal vibes.